Hey guys, I hope you had a good day, and today I'm going to talk about the iMovie video editing software. So first of all, iMovie is a video editing software application developed by Apple Incorporated for macOS, iOS, and iPadOS devices. It was originally released in 1999 as a macOS 8 application bundled with the first firewire-enabled consumer Mac model, the iMac TV. Again, it was originally released in October 15, 1999, which is 21 years ago. So, bali 2 decades na siya. And I knew some YouTubers or filmmakers that went successful because of iMovie, and they were very thankful for Steve Jobs for creating it. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Fortunately, iMovie is only available for iOS devices, and if you're an Android user, you can skip this video and have a good day. If you have an iPad or a Mac or an iPhone, first of all, you need to download iMovie if you still haven't, and you can go to the App Store, search for iMovie, and it will just basically pop out there. And if you haven't installed it, you can install. And in my case, I already have it. In fact, I'm editing this video on my iPhone, on my iMovie. So after you download it, you can open it. You choose the options here, plus sign, and it will show you if you want to create a movie or a trailer. I'm going to dive in the trailer first. So click trailer. After you choose trailer, it will basically show you a bunch of options. Hollywood-like template trailer built by Apple. For example, if you choose the Adrenaline storyboard and outline, you can create and follow the recommended clips. You can edit the outline and the storyboard the way you like. For example, I will show you my own version of my Adrenaline storyboard trailer. What do you think, guys? I think that was very awesome, and it can be very useful for, projects, for video making projects like this one. Now let's move on to movie, which is the proper video editing. I want you to select videos or photos for your video. For the tools, you have split, detach audio if you want to detach the audio from the video and adjust it, and duplicate, and lastly delete. This is all very customizable, guys, and you can do however you want it. You can long press the movie clips or the audio to move it around. Next one is the freeze, add, and reset options. You can freeze the frame of the video according to how you like it, and for the audio it has the fade and trim options, which basically fades or trims the audio. iMovie also has an option in where you can adjust the speed of your video. It's a useful tool, especially when you're filming like a time-lapse, and if there's a slow movement and you want to increase the speed of it. You can adjust the speed of your video either way, whether you like it like this one, a slow motion one, which is really fun and cool to look at, especially when your video is fast-paced. Anyway, it's all up to you. Also, guys, iMovie has pre-made text like this one, or this one, or that one, and you can put it in the middle, in the closing, center, or lower. But it is very limited, and some may not like it, but for me, it's just fine. It's simple and basic. Next up is the filters. They are very standard and not so great, also not very customizable, and to be honest, I don't really use iMovie filters that much for my videos when I'm about to make one. Next one is zoom, guys, you can find it at the top right corner in the frame, and click that one, and basically you can zoom in like this, or very close like this, or you know, a wide angle. So that is zoom, guys. More importantly, guys, is the transition options. They are limited, but nevertheless they are basic. The basic transitions like the slide, the dissolve, and the fade. There is also an easier but less customizable options. You go to the left bottom of iMovie, and if you see this setting icon, you can press this one. Project filters will appear again, and below that is the theme, which basically adds a default soundtrack based on the theme of your video. For example, I choose this theme. Basically, the background of this video will be like this. So yeah, that can be useful sometimes. If you want to do that option, the easier one, you can do it, but I will be teaching you more about the more customizable stuff. So you will go back to the main layout, and if you see this plus sign, that is basically where you can add videos, photos from albums, audio, camera, voiceover, and from clips from the files or audio from the files. And in this case, I would like to emphasize more about the camera and the audio. For the audio, you have soundtracks, My Music, and sound effects. For the soundtrack, guys, you can still choose. Apple has standard soundtracks built in, but you still need to download it. Next option, which is My Music, which basically is your Apple Music, the music you have in your phone, but it's in the Apple Music app. If you want a specific song and you don't have it in your Apple Music, or if you haven't downloaded it, I will show you a neat trick as to how you can download the music and put it in your video. First, you go to Safari and you search for mp3juices.cc, and you can basically search for your music there and download it. And after you download it, it will directly go to your files in your iPhone, and you can locate it in your files. In addition, it will also appear here in My Music, guys, but you can click the imported one and you can search for your downloaded music there, which is a lot easier to do. Next up, we have the default sound effects, which some are very popular, and I'm really sure that you've heard it na. Like this one, the alarm, the applause, the boo, the camera shutter, the crowd cheer, the hard rain, the suspense strike, which I'm really sure you've heard na. This is a popular sound effect. That one, and many more. For the camera, guys, you can adjust the setting. You can record at 4K like this one if your phone is capable, and you can either adjust it to 1080p at 30 frames per second or just 1080p 60 frames per second, which is a lot smoother because of the more frames coming in. I choose to shoot my videos at 1080p at 60 frames per second because it is a lot smoother and it is a lot faster to render, and it does not take a lot of storage from my phone. For the next very useful feature, guys, is the voiceover. Voiceover feature for iMovie is just simple. Just basically press record and stop. You can retake if you want to do it again, or if you can review your voiceover, and accept it if you're satisfied. Voiceover is an essential tool for video editing. It is mostly used in B-rolls, movies, and most of the time documentaries. Lastly, if you want to add photos or videos, there are some additional features like cutaway, like picture-in-picture, or split screen, green screen, and blue screen. Green screen and blue screen is very popular and very useful for streamers. And lastly, there's the audio only if you want the audio of that video. Personally, I find myself using picture-in-picture and split screen a lot more when I'm editing my videos, especially when I'm explaining something and I want to fully emphasize it, like this one. So this phone is shiny, it has a USB Type-C, it has dual stereo speakers, it has an AMOLED display, so something like that, guys. Furthermore, I want to use green screen if I want to add some effects like this one. So that was basically iMovie. My thoughts about this software is that you can take your first step into video editing, filmmaking, and making your own content. It's simple, it has the necessary features, it's free, and it's very accessible for iOS and macOS users. I tried editing a video in a Mac with iMovie. It has more features and tools than iMovie for iPhone or iPad. But overall, it's uncomplicated, guys. So basically, wala mas sayo nagyapon siya compared to other video editing softwares. I am thankful for iMovie because it did a great job in introducing me to video editing. I think I am now ready to learn the more complicated and complex video editing software like the Premiere Pro or the Final Cut Pro. For professional video editors, guys, iMovie is not enough, and it's simple lang kasi siya. So that basically was everything. I hope you find this video helpful and informative, and hopefully use iMovie as a jumpstart in filmmaking. So thank you for watching. Bye.